Alright guys, we're here at U Miami. We're asking people about Andrew Tate. Let's get right into the video. What's your name? What's your name?
I'm Saul.
Saul.
No, I'm really coming short.
Do you know who Andrew Tate is?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Alright, hey, so I want to get your opinion. What do you guys think about Andrew Tate?
Andrew Tate is an interesting human being.
He's a terrible person.
Yeah, like, do you think he's good or do you think he's
No,
bad?
I think he's
I think
terrible.
he really needs like a mental evaluation.
What do you think about Andrew Tate?
It's an inspiration, I guess.
Oh my god. Oh my god. It's like, what the fuck? Awful. Awful.
He's a fucking piece of shit.
He's a piece of shit.
He's
Tell me why. Tell me
literally-
why.
Because he's the biggest misogynist in this fucking country.
Yeah.
He literally moved to what, Romania?
Romania.
To fucking rape women with easier fucking charges. Like, he can go fuck himself.
Fuck that guy. He's a scumbag.
Some things agree, some things don't.
Yes.
Fuck him. Fuck you.
We have a political scientist here with us today. So what do you think about Andrew Tate, Emma?
I'm not personally a fan, I'm not gonna lie to you. I think it's kind of corrupting the youth. Fuck Andrew Tate.
I think he's stupid, and I think he just takes toxic masculinity too far.
Somebody didn't have like an important figure in their life who like hurt them, and they like need to recover from that, because like nobody is that evil without like a source.
I think the values that he goes off is what like have got him to get to where he is.
Yeah.
I think that the way he says things are very like, you know, misogynistic.
Yeah.
I don't think they're good for the way he says them, even though if they're true or not is irrelevant. The way he says them are not good for society.
Count. No,
British people count.
I mean, yeah, but not for this.
Count? That's discrimination.
The Queen just died. How are you gonna say that?
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace. I mean,
And wait, before on the camera, about what?
Andrew Tate.
About what?
Andrew Tate.
Fuck no. No, I don't want to be a trending topic. Andrew Tate. Fuck Andrew Tate.
He's kind of a bitch.
What have you heard from him?
He's just a douche.
Piece of shit. He's so in his fucking head. Like, get out of it.
He treats women like shit. He thinks he's God. He's not. All he did was fight a couple people and got rich over it.
I mean, like, it depends on your point of view, obviously. You know, the things he's saying may offend some people.
Yeah.
But for others, he may make, like, more sense to you.
What have you heard from him? Like, what rhetoric have you heard from him before?
Some bad things, like women should be in the kitchen. I'm trying to be a lawyer, so I'm not with that.
No.
Women's only job is not to push out babies, and I feel like that's a big thing.
We're here to work. We're here to make more money than guys. We're trying to get even pay.
Okay, so I know a lot of his stuff is just trying to like elevate men. Like, do you think he's a good example for guys? Do you think he's a bad example for guys?
He's the worst fucking example.
Yeah.
In what world should men ever think that women are property? Oh, I watched an interview.
She must have watched all his content. She's like, yo, I know all his talking points.
Do you not hear the shit he says?
Yeah, I wanna know.
The women don't deserve, like, you're a female, you don't get to whatever. Like, get a fuck, like, is it like 1800? Like, come on, like, get a fucking life or something. Like, damn. Like, I don't understand how you could, like, think that way.
Someone hurt him. Someone hurt him bad, and he's getting revenge.
Okay, wow, that is a really deep take from all the other ones.
It's a deep
So
take,
I wanted to
but
ask you.
This is my drunk take. Like, this is my.
Well,
this is my.
the most honest take.
This is
we'd
my
say.
most honest take.
What are good things that he says?
You know, he's supporting masculinity, I guess.
Uh-huh.
You know, he's getting people off the couch, off the people that are depressed on their phone 24/7. You know, he's trying to get them up and running, you know, try to get them going, I guess.
What would you say when people would say like, oh, he's serving men with his dialogue? What would you say to them?
Like, you're, like, delusional.
If you support him, like, cool. I don't really give a fuck. But if you do, then get checked.
I would just say you're ignorant. Like, go educate yourself.
Ignorant, and go think about what he's actually saying, and like how what he's saying doesn't translate to like real life.
It's just laughable. There's some people that say he's actually serving men with his rhetoric. Like, what would you say about that?
Serving men with his rhetoric. Are you kidding me? This man is serving people who need like therapy.
Do you think he has any bad points? Do you think there's anything he says that aren't good?
He definitely has some bad points. Like, for example, when he says, like, a boy, like a guy can have like 20 girlfriends, but one girlfriend can have one guy. I mean, like, it should be like equal between them two, I guess. But I mean, like, there are probably other points I don't know off the top of my head. But overall, to me personally, I think he's a good guy.
What would you say was like, based on your experience of like listening to his content, was like one of the worst things he said?
Probably just that the woman was her property. Like, no one owes you shit. Like,
and saying, I forget,
honestly, yeah.
I'm kind of like not here right now, but I forget one of like the videos that I've seen, but it was just like talking about how like he owns women and like they're his girl, and it's like he owns her and she has to do whatever he
and like
says.
she can't be a stripper.
OnlyFans, like if she wants to do OnlyFans, he has to take 80% of her money that she makes on like 80. Stop, like no, like that's whack. Like no,
like who do you think you are?
If you want to do that, if you want to do OnlyFans, that's your body. You deserve that money. Like your man can't take that from you. Like fuck no.
Do you think there's certain information guys should be listening to better themselves, or do you think guys don't need like?
Listen to fucking Call Her Daddy. Watch Alex Cooper. That'll tell you what you fucking
Listen
need
to
to
me.
know.
I know everything. Don't listen to that motherfucker.
Most of like suicides is 40% men, right?
Yeah.
I mean, if there's anybody out there that's going to support men in the sense of their mental health, I mean, I'm a big fan of trying to support that as much as like supporting women's health. That's a huge compliment too. But what Andrew Tate's saying in a sense of trying to better a man's mindset to better themselves instead of rather just looking out for everyone else, that part I agree with. Some of the stuff is way overboard, but it's a give and take with like anything else. It's a give and take.
I just want to say Andrew Tate, like, he said some wrong shit for sure, but also good for, like, he's a genius for getting to where he was. No matter what he said, like, who knows if he even believes what he says.
Yeah.
But he's a marketing genius. Like, everything, I'll be scrolling on YouTube, Andrew Tate, this about Andrew Tate. So, he sucks sometimes, but he's also a marketing genius, so I have to give him props.
So he has no good points though. No good.
There is nothing about him that is good.
Worst piece of advice that he gives.
Like just that
Maybe that like fuck bitches and push them out of the way and then, you know, fuck some more.
Yeah. Do you think Andrew Tate's hot?
He's fucking bald and he jumps in fucking.
Bald guys can be hot though.
Okay, but not him. He's a fucking piece of shit.
Their dad's bald.
Hot though, but he's a fucking piece of shit. He's not hot.
And brother, you seem like a really cool guy. Like, what do you think guys should be listening to nowadays to like elevate themselves? Because I think that's the whole point, right? Of what Andrew Tate is preaching. Like, is for guys to be better, for guys to like move forward and to have more confidence in themselves. Do you think he's a figure for people to look up to, or do you think people should look up to someone else?
I mean, for me, 100%. You know, I was a little like, I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of depressed for a little bit.
Yeah.
And then I found his stuff, and other people started coming off of him, I guess. You know, showing that.
What do you think about that dynamic? Because you see a lot, like on video, people talking about like dynamic between guys and girls. Like, what do you think about that?
I think
like,
guys need their ego in check.
He's spreading a lot of sexism, and a lot of guys are following him, which they shouldn't be. Like
He's become like the stereotype for guys to become, and it's not a good stereotype.
What's like what do you think is like a girl's role in a relationship? Like,
I think everything should be equal. I think if he asks you on a date, he should pay. If you ask him on a date, you should pay.
Fair.
That's the situation.
But you should also be treated like a princess.
Totally. For you, like, do you care if a guy like makes a lot of money, takes care of himself, versus someone that like just kind of like wants a mediocre life? Like, is that important to you, or does that not really matter in like your attraction for a guy?
Takes care of himself, yes, but monetarily, I'm gonna make my own money. I'm gonna support myself, so I don't care about the money. I don't think there's categories. Depends on the guy. You just gotta find the right guy for you.
Word.
So, what do you think about him being now like deplatformed from social media?
Great. He's one of those people that don't deserve to, you don't deserve that. You violate, like, there is contracts you sign with every social media that you sign up with. It's like agree to the terms and conditions, and if you break them, you're out. And if you say some like stupid shit, like, sorry, you gotta go.
Well, good, because he's psycho. Like, don't give that man a platform.
I think it's a little unfair to take someone off of social media for their views, no matter how ignorant and fucking stupid they are. Like, you know, everyone has their rights, essentially. Like, it's fucked up. He shouldn't be posting what he's posting, but I mean, you can't take that away from someone. Like,
I don't necessarily agree with what he's saying. However, there's always going to be people like that. At some point, he should be allowed to say what he wants to say, but...
Do you think there is a difference between alpha guys and beta guys, or there's no such thing? She's laughing right now, she's laughing!
Personally...
There's a difference between guys who think they're an alpha guy and guys who
Exactly. There's guys who will sit behind a screen
love beta.
and act like they get it. They don't fucking get it.
Not that
You said you love beta.
Not that sex, an actual alpha beta guy, not like us.
Do you think guys should still like open the doors for?
Yes, it's chivalry. It's chivalry. Chivalry is
Men have duties. Men have duties.
Is that making him a simp for doing that though?
No, not at all.
No,
a simp is someone who will literally, like, no matter what the girl does, she cheats on him. No matter what, he will stay with her. That's That's a simp.
Word.
Literally, a normal guy is someone who will care about his girl. That is it.
Word.
Caring about a girl is not weird, or it's not a simp. It's actually showing that you have a heart.
It's showing respect.
The guys who think they're alpha guys are going to be the ones that are the cocky guys that think they're way better than anyone else. Guys who are actually alpha guys are the ones who are confident in themselves and actually can prove it.
Is he bad for men or good for men?
Look,
He's bad for men. No, I think he's worse for men because he gives these like. There's a hot take. He gives all these guys who are like losers. Like hope that like just to be mean and like do all this shit that like I don't know. If you're hot, you know, maybe act like that. But if you're ugly,
if you're hot, you can get away with it.
You can get away with it. It's not doesn't make it right, but
He's an idiot.
No, okay.
Woman not to like.
Andrew Tate is a smart guy. He has to be smart to where he's got to.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think he got canceled because a lot of people are afraid that he's speaking the truth in some scenarios. There's a difference between what the truth actually is and what people deter to the truth.
What is he saying that's the truth?
I don't know specific. I don't care that much to listen to him. This is the 1790 I can talk.
Cocaine's liberal type.
Oh snap. Well, thank you. We appreciate your time.
Of course, thank you.
That was a great discussion.
Perfect. I appreciate it, man. God bless you, man.
Thank you for your time. I really appreciate it and love your glasses.
Thank you. Thank you guys. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
I love it. Thank you guys. All right, so we just got finished filming. It was actually such a great video. We learned a lot. I think the biggest thing we learned is that there you go. I think the biggest thing you learn is that like a lot of people hear things through short clips and you know never really actually listen to a whole podcast from Andrew Tate. But it's just interesting hearing people's opinion. Like, what'd you think?
Yeah, I thought it was also cool just hearing the dynamics of people's arguments revolving around the topic. Some of them were a little like emotional. Some of them were like, you know, like trying to see both sides, and I appreciate that. That makes a better world. So, yeah, I thought it was a great take and just getting to know people's impressions.
Yeah, so thank you for watching. Hit the like button, subscribe, and keep coming back with new videos. We are Beyond the Beach. Thank you guys for watching.